I figured a way to play around all those ABB teams. Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're having the Galarian Stunfisk up on the lead while Basidon and Medicham will form my strong endgame backline. I'm saying this because I might have as my safe switch the Medicham, but on paper this is not true at all. We're just gonna sacrifice Galarian Stunfisk every single time we're gonna have a bad lead, while our backline is still gonna be very strong against whatever remains on their team. Most of the times I'm gonna pressure for that early shield advantage. And with that in mind, my Medicham then can go in, reveal itself, while my Basidon will remain hidden at the back so that they can never expect that second steel type. If you're wondering, Ganeto, what are you saying? This is a lunatic strategy to go in, go Battle League. You're weak to so many things. Well, we are weak, but still we are strong to a very nice finish offs, because whenever a trainer is having a hard check to a steel type up in front like this Trevenant, well, they are also weak at the back to the Basidon. So here comes now their own Basidon, and trust me, this is kinda weird, I know, but hitting a wall with a wall is never entertaining. I'm not gonna skip it though, because I want first to see here how this is gonna unfold, because we're getting super low. However, we're having the Medicham coming up pretty clutch very soon. They switched out pretty later than we did, so we might be in a very good spot here if we can completely farm down. They are shieldless, and now we can reach to the Ice Punch as soon as we saw that switch popping out. Down goes the Trev, and Basidon will follow the same fate with the following counters. Into the next one now with the Lantern up on the lead. Not the best, but still not the worst. However, whatever that could have been, we're just gonna stay in, even if that was a Medicham. And if you're wondering, Ganeto, are we gonna see a fighter? Yes, we are. So stay tuned till the end if you do not want to miss that, because we're having Medicham surfets and stuff like that all the time on this video. So here comes now another surf. I know we can survive, while those sparks are never gonna be enough to finish me off. They make a fantastic catch after the surf on the Noctowl. Are you kidding me? But now Basidon can go in and completely hold down this Pokemon. Whatever they have at the back, they're still gonna be in deep trouble with my Medicham being alive, so I do not panic yet. Let's see how they want to play this, because we still have that shield advantage. Lantern, on the other hand, might have a solid amount of HP left, so that can be troublesome. However, we got the flamethrower here, not dealing a lot of damage to the Medi, but still we can stall a little bit more so that my own Medicham can go in and start doing some solid work up against them. However, they end up going here for the Psychic and the big damage output on my Medicham, so things aren't looking that well. We're getting even lower right now, and we got to block whatever they throw over here. It is gonna be the Ice Punch. Now they return with that Lantern of their own, and to be honest, I do not like my odds here, because we might still have one shield up. Oh my goodness, we have none. Okay, so we can catch on the Galarian Stunfisk. Totally forgot about this Pokemon existing on my team. Now Basidon returns, we can farm down with the Smackdowns, and of course now the Flamethrower will seal the deal up against the fighter. What a crazy battle that was, but we don't care at all. We're gonna take those big wins. Into the next one now with the Azumarill up on the lead. All we have to do here is to stay in and start doing some solid work with our Earthquakes. Big damage from our Earthquake to the Azumarill, I believe. Look at that, wonderfully executed, however still not below 50%. We're gonna call the bait not being the Hydro Pump. So now another move is coming off, and this time they have to block, I believe. They are not gonna block, so they're getting super low here, and I'm just glad that Azumarill is out of the way, especially if they have Hydro Pump, and all this time they're trying to go for that extra mile and the bait. We're gonna finish them off with style here with those counters, and they have at the back the Gliscor. They are in big trouble, and after they get that first Ice Punch, I immediately switch out to my Basidon because I want to see what they have at the back. I was expecting a double flying, this was not the case at all, and Flamethrower will connect for super effective damage on the Fisk. We're gonna take this move, whatever it is, it ends up being an Earthquake, and now my Medicham can go in with solid counters in order to destroy down down this G-Fisk. However, they're getting to the bait, and I'm just gonna let it go through, thinking that it might be just another rock slide since they cannot charge up to a double earthquake that fast. Able to get now to the first ice punch. Will we win this thing? Because they have so much energy. I will do the unthinkable and go for them to let them go with the first move. I do not like my odds here, especially if they get the boost. They did not, spoiler alert, and now we're having the ice punch, which means that we can finish them off with style with 1 HP remaining on our fighter. Proceeding now into the next one with the Alola Shadow Sunslash up on the lead. This is not looking that great for either of us, and they end up going for the switch. Makes kinda sense, but seeing the Medicham makes me think that they might have a double fighter at the back. However, let's see how this is gonna be played, because Ice Punch is imminent and I'm not gonna block that for sure. Able to get now to the Psychic, and I'm expecting another Ice Punch from their side, because why not go for the Psychic for the first time, right? And look at that, it's gonna be the Psychic, but hopefully we can survive, and IVs really matter, especially if you have a better IV than my Bastiodon. Just go for it, you are not gonna regret it. So now we're gonna reach to the Earthquake. They are not gonna expect it because they think the Rock Slide can be taken, and I was gonna go for it, but I will not. And now we're having the Bastiodon up against that Revenant. So Trevenant with a Shadow Ball can be scary, especially if they go for the first one, and as I was thinking like they did before with the Earthquake, I did not block it at all, thinking that they might go for the bait. So yeah, we are all of a sudden on a weird spot, especially if they can reach to back Seed Bombs. But then it hit me, we can survive one Seed Bomb. Look at how easy it is for the Bastiodon to reach to back moves, while we can still survive with that Shield and the Fisk for the end game, finishing off the Trevenant, and this is gonna be a fantastic win for our line. Noctowl is always kind of a solid lead for our team, so I'm pretty glad that we have it here, and we're gonna go now for those rock slides. So with this line I was dealing a lot of damage to the Flyers, makes a lot of sense, especially with the Bastiodon and the Fisk, but also with the Medicham and the Ice Punch. So now Chestnut is going in, and you know what, I can take whatever they throw here, especially the first time. The second might be kinda problematic for me. Anyways, gonna reach now to the Ice Punch, and that was perhaps a mistake. I could have gone for the Psychic for sure. Anyways, we have to completely farm down here and try to go for the message that we need that Noctowl paired with our Stunfisk, and thinking that perhaps they are gonna throw here, but no, they get to the total farm down. At the back they have now the Surfetched, and I have to go no matter what for the bait. They got to shield no matter what once again, and the Earthquake is gonna be severely hurting to that Surfetched, and that is gonna connect for big damage, lethal to the fighter. And look at that, another Alolan Shadow Sunstrew. Let's see how we can play this. Because they managed to catch the first move. However, hopefully here we went for the bait against that Revenant. Gonna throw now another move, because I have still the Medicham at the back. We got the early energy advantage, and now Bastiodon can go in while my Medicham will remain for the battle against that Sandslash. We can finish them off with style here. Down they go, but unfortunately they are having a Medicham of their own. How can we possibly win this? Well, here is a way. They will farm us down, but still we can do some cheap damage with the Smackdowns and that Flamethrower, while I'm just gonna keep hidden my Medicham. With that in mind, I can reach now to that Earthquake, and thinking that we might go in now with the Medicham, we are having the upper hand for sure. Just gonna let the first one go through. Once again, it is a Psychic, and of course we have to respond with our own Psychic, and because we got a little bit of extra attack stat on our Medicham, we're gonna be able to destroy down all those rank 1s, rank 2s, rank 3s, or in general top ranks Medichams, and that is gonna secure for us the win on the CMP. Como is another tricky lead for our team, especially with close combat. However, let's see how this trainer wants to play it, because they are not gonna throw right on time. First they want to go for that extra mile and overfarm a lot. I believe that at this point they have 100 energy, right? They should be able to have it. Anyways, gonna throw now. The first move, it is gonna be of course the close combat, not gonna block anything, and I will rely on my Medicham. They reveal their Lolan Mac at the back, so right here we can catch one move effectively on our Basidon. Looking pretty solid with our whole face into the game, and this team might be disgusting, but still this team is gonna perform amazingly good and well for your Go Battle League matches. So let's see how we can overcome this battle, because it is not over yet for sure. They have a red still at the back, but yeah, okay, I'm just gonna admit it, it is over. We have now the Psychic to connect for big damage on that combo. Down they go, 2 shields and the flex from our Medicham to grab this victory, and that is gonna wrap things up for today's video. Thank you for watching, trainers. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.